The first stressful gaming I do is Souls-like games, which is honestly not really that bad. They're just frustrating a couple of times when going through a swamp area or fighting with gangs of enemies and some bosses that are just fucking impossible. The most stressful part about the bosses is when you quit the game and go on YouTube and see people that beat the fucking boss on No Hit New Game Plus. Yeah, it makes me look like a goddamn infant who just learned how to press buttons. When you finally beat the boss you were stuck on, it's like releasing a fart you kept in all day at school. It's wonderful, and you do it again sometimes on purpose to feel it again. Souls games are like a really spicy but tasty food. They're bad for you and upset your stomach, but you still eat them anyway because they're just that good and addictive. I'm pretty good at eating spicy foods, and I think that I'm pretty good at playing Souls games. But one thing I don't do is New Game Plus. They're not really good for my mental sanity. Most overall, it's really not that fun going through a game that I already beat, and the only difference is like seeing an alternative ending and new collectibles only available in New Game Plus. Like, it would have been cool to see a weapon that is crazy OP, only possible to get after beating the game. There are some weapons like that in games, but they weren't all that OP. Overall, Souls games are stressful but addicting. Not that bad. The stress that I get about platinum trophies is that even games that I have no intention of doing a platinum, they still linger in my mind. Every time I get a trophy, I have the habit of checking what I missed along the way. Yeah, it's my problem, not really wrong with the game or anything. I don't know if anybody else does it, but I go out of my way to check what I missed and how many are left, and what I need to do next. And it's very unhealthy for the whole experience. I want to stop, but I just can't help it. It has become kind of a routine after a gaming session. And if I have the intention of completing a platinum, I check it even more. Mostly because of the missable trophies, so I can keep track of what I'm doing is right. I swear, I probably looked at this screen like 1,000 times while I was doing the Liza P platinum. When you go on YouTube, people are platinuming a lot of games these days. But I myself really don't understand having to plat every game I play or going out of my way and stressing out trying to get grindy ass trophies doing 3 runs of games to get different endings and all the collectibles and going to a certain level defeating extra post game bosses that honestly need a balance patch. And there are some weird ass trophies that honestly I think kind of spoils the whole experience of the game. Overall, I don't despise the whole platinum trophy thing, and it's mostly my fault, so overall, stress is mid. Now, here is where the stress levels start to irritate me. Okay, I think I should explain what paperboy quests are. It's a new term that I invented. Paperboy quests are the quests where you're basically an errand boy and go from here to there and tell other people about how their dog went missing, doing silly quests like go kill 5 bandits nearby so they can tell you the next teeny tiny clue where the key is to unlock a basement in your quest to kill God. Yeah, now to think about it, maybe this is the reason I can't really play MMORPGs. Now, I know you can't have all banger quests and need to have some filler quests that have nothing to do with the whole plot, but honestly they are so uninteresting most of the time and just so boring, and if you get the same shit from the same NPC, it starts to get really fucking annoying. If they were optional side quests, I wouldn't care. They're side quests, supposed to be additional content. Of course, there are memorable side quests that are fun and give the game an overall better experience. But when you put side quest quality shit in the main ones, that's when I get pissed. Like, how long are you gonna drag this shit on? Like in Witcher 3, I'm trying to find my goddamn daughter, why am I here tracking down rat holes? And if I see Mr. Nigel West Dickens ever again in any of those games, I will personally shove a shotgun up his ass. He is truly the king of stupid repetitive quests that end in either shooting and running, or both, has absolutely nothing to do with the main plot, and just makes me feel like I'm getting taken advantage from the whole time. And the character himself being a scamming son of a bitch that sells people fake tonics doesn't really help me to like his character. I wish John would just put a pistol up to his head and say, "Give me the goddamn wagon, you piece of shit." Stress levels are high.
I'm coming home.
The fucking devil. The soul-crushing mother of Satan, the place where monsters unite, the league of scumbags. I don't really know how it is in foreign countries of America and China and other places, but here in hell, that's called Korea, we are swimming in blood rivers. You know, we have a game mode called Ranked and Normal. I would understand if people flipped a shit about doing bad in Ranked, but no, in hell, if you do slightly bad in Normal, or even if you didn't do bad, but the enemy did one good thing, that's all that is needed to unleash their inner demons. First, we have the most common keyboard demon. Honestly, I have been possessed quite a few times myself, and you might have been too. But here in hell, we start the conversation by asking if our teammate has a mother, and we end it by asking our teammate to go jump off a building. Next, we have the stray demon. When killed by a gank or just skill issue, they tend to abandon their lane and go wherever they fucking want. Most stray demons are top laners or bottom laners. Truly, as a jungle user, I cannot be more happy about this. Lastly, we have the runaway demon that just leaves the game. You might think that this one is the best out of the demons, but no, it's the worst. League of Legends is a 5v5 game, and the moment it becomes 4v5, there is almost no way you can win more the game progresses to the late game. The worst part is that the runaway demon could be anyone who needs to take a shit, mom said no more games today, or just pissed off at the teammate or himself. You probably seen some motherfuckers who die like 3 times during the lane phase and just get so fucking angry at themselves they run off. Now, all of these demons are in different countries, yes. But here in hell, there is a demon in every single game. I am not lying. You will encounter one or more in every single game you play. Truly utter hell, right? But the worst part about League of Legends that makes it the most stressful game ever is that you can't quit. This is an addiction that cannot be cured. You play the game and experience hell and log off, pissed off, swearing this game is absolutely bullshit. But you see yourself crawling back in a few hours. And the game gets worse and worse after every single patch and champion introduced. But you still come back crawling. It's like drugs. But I think the reason for this is because it's the game I had so many good memories with. Like the first time I did a pentakill, the 5v5 games with friends while talking over Discord on summer break. It just feels like I'm trying to relive those moments with a hollow shell of what's left. Which makes it sad and the game more stressful when you really think about it. I don't know, maybe it's lost its magic for me and everybody else is still enjoying it. Maybe I've been playing League for too long. But then again, I main mastery, so maybe that's my fault.
Gracious Lord, make London whole.